sites individually, and that will be the case. But as things start to break loose, walking up C long with no information, that is a very light paranoia to come through, and Supa will find two, but you got to credit zombs for being able to keep things even with 2 kills of his own. Here comes the re-attack very quickly, but Supa, he's got 4. You want to see some individual pop-off moments. Supa will not make you wait for very long.
One player alive still coming through, dapr. Thinking about the garage player right now. Dignitas have not planted yet. They could actually fall off of C, go towards B or something else. They can make a 2-for-1 here. Low HP for Supa. Possibly on board for the ace currently. We'll get the plant as well. Just getting that ultimate online nice and early. Potentially for that second round. 14 HP to work with and won't win the duel early on.
Well, he gets the raid boss down, but Shock Dart will come through. The camera's instantly deleted, so no information here. And dapr will be tagged. Immediately jump peek from mAKKA. Beautiful play there, and that will be Dignitas taking the pistol. The only player who hears defensively is just zombs, but he is holding a cheeky corner that he likely will not be scouted out, and the defense is already rotating here, Avril.
Yep, they've scouted out A, saw nothing there. And the players are on board. 5 rifles, arms that he sees a lot early. Couple of kills coming on through. The flash comes through as well. It becomes a fairly even trade. It's a bit of so far.
It's an okay trade, but Sinatraa just holding things down through the C garage.
Specifically, dephh. We'll get away with that for now, as we're down below a minute, and the lockdown has been initiated.
And this looks like it's going to be a lockdown committal over towards A, based on how the spike is playing A long. There are still a number of traps that you have to deal with, though. Bladestorm for oderus. He's looking to engage. Cloudburst comes through. Tailwind over, but the shots just aren't good enough. ShahZaM with the classic will find one. Will it be enough, though?
30 seconds left.
dapr, who had to bail, will have to find a way to retake it. Watch out for the lurk. You've got supamen here on the Odin. He's going to find the first and second kill from the flank. Beautiful lurk play from Dig as the spike will go down. They've got a 3v2, but Sentinels look like they want to try to re-engage.
And Supa's done it. I mean, that could be the round right there. He's done so much damage here. 2 players down. Sentinels, they're 2 alive. Trying to come through from heaven. Will clear hell. That's a nice kill from dapr onto dephh. 4 HP still standing alive. Doesn't create it either. Will tap the spike quickly. Survives the first shot of the Hunter's Fury as well. They need to look for these kills. 2, 1 alive now. Dignitas could still have this one. Supa for 3 this round. dapr doesn't have enough HP. Supa will pick up his 4th run.
Maybe playing aggressive here at C garage. Oderus will find first blood. That's over towards the B side of the map. Right over towards A link. TP gonna come up for Supamen. He's gonna be able to find information, and the kill will be there, but the trade is instantly there for Sick. Now if he can find a second, that'd be great for the effort. Curveball will be there. Sick is able to find a double. 1v3 situation, but oderus locking down angles from really tight corners here. Picks, and you also have ShahZaM on his lonesome with this Bulldog. Not a great fight to take, but ShahZaM doesn't hit a single blade. And with that, it will be a 5v4. Nice paranoia to come through. Sick with the hero rifle. He's going to find 2, not a third, but zombs is there for the immediate trade. So all of a sudden, Sentinels have the numbers, and this is going to be the call for not just the Empress, it's also the Bladestorm, as oderus needs to try to assist ShahZaM in any way possible. Lear will come through, but Sentinels have given up the site, looking for a potential retake. They've got From the Shadows and a neural theft, but likely there aren't enough hot corpses here for the neural theft to be used, and well, it doesn't make a difference. ShahZaM just spams over towards the garage, and will find a kill to even things up 2v2.
And that's an important kill as well, because that refreshes the Empress now. There was an opportunity where Sentinels could maybe wait out the Empress. Sinatraa goes in straight away. oderus down now. So ShahZaM, Empress alone, gets 1 kill, dismisses away. This 1v1 now, super important. zombs, paranoia was so huge early on. He's trying to run away. He's got the util out, and that's going to give ShahZaM the opportunity to get the club of things. Starts over towards A. Early couple of damages coming through from the Hunter's Fury from Sinatra's side of things. We'll confirm numbers in that area. And then the kills coming in. Speaking of kills, over towards A, ShahZaM opening up into oderus and Sentinels 5v4.
dapr is going to get a lot of information off this spy cam that there are at least 2 members nearby. ShahZaM is feeling it. He's got no tailwind. You have to hit this shot, and he's going to collapse! There's number 2 and 3. Beautiful. You need a tailwind? Well, why don't just take 1 bullet to earn it back as he gets the double.
1 away from the Bladestorm now as well. Won't need it here. Last round of the half coming on in. ShahZaM might get another. He certainly will. Up for the ace now. 1 more. Supa will pull it back through. Sentinels are 4v1. They have spike control. There's no way they lose this.
No way they lose this unless Supa can make something incredible happen, but there's just no chance. He's about to get overwhelmed here in a moment. Gonna try to run for the hills. The spike is, again, in a terrible spot, although this From the Shadows is actually pretty cheeky. He's going to use this to go up towards A heaven. There's an opportunity now for him to make this play, but Sentinels know where the spike is. And it's going to take 3 incredible shots off of this operator for Supamen to even have remotely a chance.
And just by the way, ShahZaM started this round 5 and 9. He was at the bottom of the scoreboard for his team. Will now be right up there with those 4 kills. 20 seconds remaining again. Supamen just trying to keep this one interesting, but at this stage, Sentinels don't need to chase. They know exactly what they need to do. Hold.
And now Sentinels are in a much healthier spot, only down 5-7, now going to their attack.
Let's see what they can do now. Walking up over towards B. It'll be ShahZaM up first on the Dignitas side of things to try and stop this. Early plant will be confirmed. The Sentinels should be able to get off site for a nice post plant.
The retake will be pretty easy to get back into the site. It just comes down to contesting over towards B window. The owl drone is going to find a lot of information. And actually, they're going to flash it with a curveball on the way through. It's actually a pretty heads-up play from Sick. Zombs will find 1 kill in the suit. The hot hands will be tossed out. We also have shot darts that are coming through. That will combine for another elimination. And Dignitas just does not have the ability with their utility to work their way out. It has to be the backside of build. Sinatraa still holding on to 1 more shock dart. He will double up with you. Gonna come through, and ShahZaM on the long flank. No one is looking at this. How about number 1? Oh, he misses the shot. Okay, ShahZaM is able to retrade it. There you go. A little bit more calm on the way through. And so this is a round that you would love to take advantage of and tie things up 9-9. On the opposite side for Dignitas, they do have ultimates to play with. And as ShahZaM is able to find 1 kill, he'll earn the Empress. But only down to 49 HP, is likely not going to find enough health to favor the call to hit this yet, unless he can maybe get an overkill or an overheal somewhere on this potential engagement for Sentinels up the middle. They're going to still just go right on in. Not a lot of respect shown to this setup, and the spike will come down successfully. Keep your eye on the Omen, bottom left of your mini-map. That's Supamen on the long flank. It looks like he's gotten past the trap wire, and he very well could open up the potential for this retake by hitting the flank.
The important members did get alive there. Sick died the last time they tried to rush B. Now the hot hands are still available. ShahZaM, though, did pop the Empress. Needs to find a kill to heal back up. We've seen Dignitas in this situation to get Sick down nice and early. It's going to be a trade back. ShahZaM staying alive is important. And Sentinels, it's just sinatraa, and he needs to do so much.
Tough call for sinatraa here. He's going to try to spam and give it a go, but the spike will be defused. And oderus will clear defensively through the middle of the map, will not see anything. And there is potential to overwhelm here, especially if Supamen does not find a kill. Lear will come out just to make sure, and that's good information from Supa. Does he retell this? He sure seems to want to. Here comes the peek through, but Supamen's able to find the first kill. This is not great news for Sentinels. They're still committing. And as mAKKA finds the second, now it's a 3v5, and Sentinels, I don't even know if they have the tools to get through. They will find at least 1 trade. It'll open things up, but the defense for Dignitas still have 2 members on the site. Neural Theft will come through. sinatraa is able to find a second kill, and incredible for him. And with that, ShahZaM will upgrade his weapon as the spike gets planted.
And they might be able to get offside here as well. I can see the dapr ShahZaM is starting to walk away now. sinatraa holding nice and tight over aggressively. Will get pushed up in very quickly as well, so no real backup sadly for him. 11 HP probably will end up going down regardless. Sentinels have to play for a little bit of time here. We'll have to wait for the tap, see if Dignitas can manage the situation.
ShahZaM needed that kill. There's no way that you peek from long here because oderus is holding on to an operator. Now he's got to come down and go into the Vandal. He's found 1. Cloudbursts are going to come through the tailwind. 1. He's got an angle, but he can't win it. Sentinels still alive off the force by dapr for 3. But you...
I don't believe him play detained there. I don't believe it was sinatraa. In either way, case, Dignitas are going to be able to walk up fairly comfortably. To secure the site location. dephh is going to lose the 1v1.
Oh, but now you have the neural theft to come through. Everyone's just spamming at the spike. That's why you planted there. So the hot hands and the shock dart can come.
An opening pick on the operator doesn't happen. Information being revealed now towards the C side of things, and once again it's going to come down to dephh. No lockdown this time available. No. As dapr gets another, and this is Sentinels now 5 versus 3, looking for map 1.
How do you lose that gunfight, Supamen? You've had so many incredible moments. That one was probably the freest kill he's seen all game, and still doesn't grab the kill. dapr gets out of the spy cam just quick enough, and the retake for Dig is all going to come through C garage. Not a lot of utility to play with for dephh. You're hoping you've got mAKKA with something. Maybe a Lear or 2 for ShahZaM, but he's gonna have to pop. He sees the weapon, spam shots are good. Do you expect the second one to be there? But Dismiss comes out and mAKKA's able to find the trade plus 1 more. Hold on a second. 2v2 we go. zombs is the last player that's full HP. Gonna see the rifle and find 1, but mAKKA finds the kill. ShahZaM with 3 HP. Just trying to play the time. sees his shoulder. Is it stuck to halfway? You have to hold it, and he's not going to hold it. And that's going to be the game. Sentinel in over. And that's going to be pulled out. Sidestepping away from the turret. That's going to be sick. He takes care of that. And all of a sudden, Sentinels are going to have to quickly rotate through. Here's the fortified wall play, and a headshot comes through for 6. So even though he falls, the trades are decent, 2 for 2. Spike carrier, though, dropping. ShahZaM going to commit to good to the low ground. That's going to forfeit over some pretty key positions on this potential retake, because Sentinels, they do have Salt playing from the back. And, oh boy, ShahZaM, we'll pretend like we didn't just watch that. As he gets taken down, Psalm will convert to a third, and a quick defusal will come through as Dig will be able to find a way to get things going quickly here defensively.
Yeah, really good start for Dig on the board for Sen.
Big, look at this, different play already for Dig. 5-man stack through mid. Dark cover and a boom. Will you anticipate all this energy coming through? The flashpoint will free up, but there's no kills behind this. Psalm is trying to play aggressive, but the paranoia is going to keep him locked to place. Death finds 1 kill, but the trades are good. A slow orb will mean that this Empress is going to go nowhere. Beautiful dismiss. The healing will come through. Psalm keeping the play alive. Vault line now also reaching over, and it's just down to Psalm for a 1v3. Stuck between literally 2 players. Here's one coming out of the side of sewers. And he might get an angle, but ShahZaM blocking things, playing passively behind all of this. Vault line will come through. That will slow things down just touch. The boombot's still going to get through. The aftershock is here, but it will split this offense in 2 pieces. Sinatraa immediately calling for the showstopper, completely blinded up, looking for someone to throw this at. It might not have an opportunity, and he's going to get caught from behind. This is the brilliant first kill for dephh. The spike goes down. Wall will come up and be fortified to block the defensive side at spawn, but for Dignitas, you've at least got numbers to work with here.
And Sinatraa may have overcommitted there as well. Notice the body is very deep. That means there will be a resurrection. Sick can't quite get control of B Heaven. Currently, a lot of players for Dignitas still alive, trying to take control of Elbow. Flash is going to come on through, and more kills online for Dignitas. There will be a trade, but dephh and oderus will get down through a 4 versus 1. Critical HP for dephh, but even if he could do something, would need to try and survive, and he will get cleaned up too. So, despite Sentinels aggressive, maybe Sentinels want to go for a fast one again. Blazestorm out and ready. Sinatraa in. It's in D2, but it's Sick going down first, and Sinatraa will follow. So, 3 versus 5 now. Dignitas have slowed things down.
And I don't know, for my taste, this is just a bit over-ambitious for Sentinels. You're trying to catch some members of Dignitas off guard. As, to be fair, they have been playing very passive in previous defensive rounds, but the problem is they're still holding angles, and you give away 2 kills, 1 on either side of the map. It makes life difficult for the rest of your squad. So now you're on to ShahZaM, really, that has to do all. 2v4, he's already found 1 kill with the Bladestorm. Has an opportunity to maybe try to play for a second, but holding this angle is oderus, and it's going to come down to who sees who first, and what about that? ShahZaM just goes a bit wider than oderus was anticipating, so now a 2v3 in this round is much more doable.
And they're working their way over towards B as well. That's exactly where zombs is making his way up in. Some is hanging out. Maybe some to sense that the rotation is coming on through. They would have called that ShahZaM. ShahZaM went over towards ropes. He is in vents over towards tower now. Has an angle potentially on towards Sam, who gets a kill. ShahZaM needs to get this kill as well, but it'll be Sam.
The execute.
And this is going to be another free plant. I mean, Sentinels a few times now on both maps that we've seen so far. Sometimes you just get on site and no one's really going to be home here. I do believe Dignitas might want to ult this one, and that's going to be good for Sentinels, who, on a round that they're not expected to win, are going to force out ultimates. Getting this resource out is going to be important. Lockdown coming through, and now this is where Dignitas think about whether the lockdown's going to be in. It's been destroyed, and probably now the Rolling Thunder has to be played.
How do you let that happen again if you're Dig? This is a big opportunity. Sentinels, they've killed a lot of time on this potential read. They're seeing a number of members in the back, and the Stinger is good range. So is the Frenzy. They're not shot! Oh my goodness, Sentinels! Not only do they
going to allow Dignitas to walk onto A mostly for free. The util's been confirmed, and now Sentinels will try and get the rotation.
Left. Spikes down.
Supamen will find first kill. zombs, though, on his own in the back of the site, takes down 2, and Sinatraa cleans things up in the connector for a 3rd. So numbers now for Sentinels. Sinatraa doesn't really get the paint shells he was looking for. Wanted to bounce that into the back hallway, but kind of took a wonky bounce off and stayed too close, but still with that dapr for 1. Right clicks for oderus are good on the first. That's an individual 1v1 he's been able to take. Trapwire comes through, deals with that. The shots are good. Now 1v1. Spike, about to get to halfway. Paint shells, nice bounce coming through. Not going to fully connect, though. Halfway coming out, trying to snap on over. Oderus down to 13 HP, and Sick will catch the angle. Plenty of time to finesse, and he will win the gunfight and take the pistol for Sentinels. XVR, Dignitas need to start getting things going offensively, and sinatraa might just walk right behind mAKKA. He's got no idea. Oh, that's really tough. And now it's a Vandal instead of a Spectre. He sees the spike. So much information right here for sinatraa.
Oh,
and he
my
finds
God.
shots through the dark cover. Hello? He's got ShahZaM close by, but there will be the trade. You still have members that are playing aggressive in the middle of the map. dapr is here. He'll find one, Sick another. We've got ourselves a 2v1 favoring Sentinels with more information that the spike has been dropped.
Yep, this is going to be tough now. Oderus is on the other side of the map. It's been walled off. He's going to walk into sewers. He'll see the wall come through, and he's going to play the time of it. He's going to wait for it to melt, and then somehow still have to navigate his way around two members, get a plant down, win the post-plant situation. You better believe this is going to be a super difficult situation, and spam through the smoke. 21 HP. It's not going to happen. Sick will be able to clean up the down. I don't know that Sick can raise that one either. It's a little bit too aggressive. He'll have to try and do that one on a retake, and a retake is what it's going to come down to, unless zombs can work some magic again.
Don't rule him out. Opportunity. Coming through the dark cover are multiple members. He's able to stay alive through the flashpoint. And this is possible. Almost gets the lineup. The lockdown would have been potential to be taken away as well, but now sinatraa will have to back out. Dignitas will get the plant down, but there's a resurrection available, which could potentially come through onto ZOM sitting back screens. You also have a showstopper. So are you able to get into a position to utilize this in your Sentinels? Here comes the play through the back. It's going to be sinatraa up top. There's the resurrection. sinatraa trying to clear up some space. Long range bomb. Not going to find anything. Been able to find one, but sinatraa for two. Rolling Thunder coming out. But there's the paint shells. That's going to stop the push through. And it gets an elimination. Sentinels, they break through way too easily. They get the defuse, and now they're up 10-7. And the problem here is the fact that on the long rotation through spawn is the Empress, so this is likely going to expire. Everything is set to be down to mAKKA and dephh. And if dephh falls, there's no lockdown. He's fortunate to find the first kill. Lockdown will immediately be called, but this is still really early, and Sentinels are going to be able to take this time to get sinatraa back over, to potentially play for a retake, but they do catch out a couple of kills immediately, and I don't know, Sentinels, I think you just needed to wait for numbers here. It's going to be just down to sinatraa in a 1v4, and I just don't know if you really play for this.
They get a very early kill. dephh doesn't need to challenge that one, so he'll give his life over to make the 1v3 possible. Can it happen? I mean, sinatraa is a player that can certainly do it. The problem here is also that mAKKA holds on to a Rolling Thunder, making things a little bit more difficult for Sentinels to be able to go for a proper one. Very much now committed over towards the site. It's going to come down to Sick. Sick needs to stay alive because he's got a resurrection.
Double slow orbs. That's actually a really good fault line to come through, giving Supamen a chance to battle up, even though he was completely hindered by the orbs. Oderus hearing footsteps right above him. Gonna take a couple of pings. Resurrection's gonna come through for Sick. That's gonna be safe. No way to try to negate that. So 4v4 we stay. ShahZaM up top, watching Sick drop to the low ground. Also a boom up to clear some space. sinatraa with the operator for one. Immediately channeled back, but Sick will find a follow-up kill. Things down to a 3v2. Dignitas keeping things even. Can they hold? They need a post-plant setup to hold strong, but sinatraa with a double. Just down to the 1v2. Paint shells, showstopper, both gonna come through, and the shot will not connect! Supamen 1v1, but Sick able to win the battle, and Sentinels will take the 2-0. No overtime needed here. Dignitas will fall to the elimination match here in Group C.
Defenders win.